Have you ever noticed how a simple cup of tea can feel like pressing the pause button on life? It's more than just a drink. It's a moment in time, a quiet breath shared across generations and borders. From the serene, mindful tables of Yunnan to the cozy parlors of London, the glowing samovars of Russia, and the bustling chai stalls of India, every single cup tells a story. A story about patience, about warmth, and about connection. Tea, no matter where it's brewed, has this incredible power to remind us to slow down, to wait for the water to boil, for the leaves to unfurl, for friends to arrive. Each step in the process teaches us that the best things in life-rich flavors, a calm mind, deep bonds all, take time. So today, let's travel the world through tea and discover how different cultures brew patience. Our first stop is southern China, the home of Gongfu cha. The phrase Gongfu actually means two things: skill and time. And that philosophy is at the heart of this beautiful tea ceremony, the art of making tea with mindful precision. The ritual begins by warming the teaware, a small act of preparation. Then, you rinse the leaves, awakening them. Each infusion is poured with perfect timing, lasting only a few seconds, but together, they create a meditation in motion. With each pour, a new layer of flavor is revealed: caramel, honeywood, or fruit especially. When you're using Yunnan's famous sun-dried black teas, it's not just about the taste. It's about embracing the deliberate pace. The tea doesn't rush, and neither should you. In Gongfu cha, time itself becomes the teacher, showing you that patience reveals hidden depths. It's a powerful lesson in a tiny cup. Now, let's journey thousands of miles away to Britain, where the humble teapot shaped an entire cultural ritual. For centuries, around 4 o'clock, life would come to a gentle pause. Kettles would whistle, and tables would fill with scones, clotted cream, and fragrant black teas like Assam or Ceylon. Unlike the precise, solo rhythm of Gongfu cha, British afternoon tea is all about shared warmth and comfort. A large, generous teapot sits at the center of the table with milk and sugar waiting on the side. The conversation flows as easily as the tea itself. Here, patience becomes a form of hospitality. It is not about achieving the perfect brewing time down to the second it's about sharing a peaceful moment, a few gentle laughs, before returning to the rush of life. The teapot is a symbol of that pause, a quiet reminder that waiting for each other can bring people closer. Next, imagine a harsh, Russian winter snow blanketing the world outside, but a warm, welcoming glow inside. At the very center of the home stands this tall, ornate metal urn is the heart of the house, keeping water hot for tea all day long. Fueled by coal or wood, the samovar is both a kettle and a hearth. A strong tea concentrate, called zavarka, is brewed in a small pot that sits on top, kept warm by the rising steam. To serve, you pour a little zavarka into your cup and then dilute it with hot water from the samovar. As families and friends gather around its comforting warmth, stories unfold slowly, endlessly. The samovar isn't just a tool for making tea. It's the steady heartbeat of endurance. Here, time flows peaceably, like the soft hum of the fire within. Patience is just a virtuous, a way of surviving the cold and staying connected through the long, dark nights. And finally, our journey takes us to India, where tea isn't just a drink. It's the pulse of life itself. It takes to the streets in the form of chai. On nearly every corner, you'll find a chihuahua tea vendor masterfully pouring steaming, spiced tea. He boils black tea with milk, sugar, and a fragrant mix of spices like cardamom, ginger, and clove. Then comes the magic. He pours the chai back and forth between 2 metal pots, stretching it through the air. This cools it down and creates a beautiful, frothy texture, all while mixing the aromas. He doesn't use a clock. He judges the perfect moment by instinct. Amid the chaos of honking cars and crowded markets, this rhythmic act of boiling and pouring becomes its own kind of meditation. Each cup fuels conversation, connection, and a sense of community. Here, patience isn't still. It moves, it dances, and in every single sip, you can taste the vibrant heartbeat of India. So, as we've seen, tea carries the same quiet message across the world. Time is precious, and how we choose to share it truly matters. From the focused, meditative flow of Gongfu cha to the gentle pause of British tea, the steady warmth of the Russian and the lively rhythm of Indian cheese tradition teaches us to embrace patience in its own unique and beautiful way. Next time you make yourself a cup of tea, don't rush it. Take a moment. Watch the steam rise from the cup. Listen to the quiet sound of hot water meeting the leaves. In that small, simple act, you'll find what every tea culture already knows: that time, when filtered through the ritual of tea, always tastes a little bit sweeter. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more stories from around the world. Until next time, take care.